Hey, welcome back. So at the end of the last video, I was halfway through problem 15. So if you remember, this is the problem where you have a bacteria that's doubling every 20 minutes. And so we used this formula to start with. We put in 1 here because we started with 1 gram of the bacteria or something, and now we have 2, so that means it doubled. And we put in 20 minutes for the time. Now, I worked this out to this point, and I'm just going to pick it up where I left off. So at this point, the ln of E always becomes 1 or just disappears, and then you divide by 20 on both sides. So at this point, you just grab a calculator and you type in the ln of 2 divided by 20, and you would get 0.0346657 is equal to, 657 is equal to K. So that's kind of the end of problem 15. And then 16 just says, what would the equation be for this bacteria? So then what you would do is you would just create an equation and put K in it. So I'd put 0.0347, I'd round to, and then put a K up here. So this would be the formula for that particular bacteria that doubles every 20 minutes. Remember, actually, this is a mistake. I should have put a T right there, because this is a formula where you can put in the amount of time and the initial amount, and it will calculate for you how much is left. Okay? All right, we have just a couple more problems left and this video is over, so let me slide this up. Oh, I wanted to tell you one thing before I move this on. When we got to the point where it was 2 equals EK to the 20, I know Miss Brewer sometimes says drop in an ln. Actually, I think I did it the correct way, the way she would do it. So actually, forget it. I'm not going to mention anything. I think this is actually how she would do it. She would drop an ln on both sides. There's some problems where I do it a little differently than her, but this was not the one I was thinking of. Okay, so anyways, moving on to the next part. Trying to get this to stay up, but it doesn't want to, so I'll just leave it there. Okay, problem 28 is the next one I want to do with you. And that's just a review question. It says 16 to the x power equals 70. Now, obviously, this is not one we're going to be able to solve without a calculator, because there's no way that you can get 70 to have a base of 16 or even a base of 2. So this is one where we need a calculator. Now, whenever you're trying to solve for an exponent, you either log or ln both sides. So on this one, I'm just going to put a log on both sides. I'm going to drop in a log, okay? And then once that log's in there, I can use the log properties. And one of the log properties says if you have an exponent, you can throw it out in front. That was one of your log properties from the first few sections of this chapter, okay? And you would get this, and then you have one last step. That is to divide by the log of 16 on both sides. And so you would end up with, and again, this is all done on a calculator, so you can use that log button on your calculator, and you would get 1.5323, okay? And then there's just one more problem, and that is number 30. So for number 30, again, I think the original problem said solve this, log base b of 81 equals 2. Now again, what I would do is just put it into exponent form. So this would be b to the second power equals 81. Anytime you're trying to solve a log and you can't figure out how to solve it, always put it into exponent form, and then all of a sudden it will become clear how to solve it, because what do I do with this? I just go root it, plus or minus. So my answers are plus or minus 9. But remember that bases have to be greater than 0, so you can never have a negative base. So basically I would ignore that negative answer, and my final answer would just be 9. Okay? All right, that's it for the homework. Hopefully this was helpful. It took me about 20 minutes to do it, and that's what we were expecting. Again, if you guys have questions, let us know, but we're trying to give you a lot of resources here to teach yourself if you have the time to watch some videos. Signing out for now, this is Mr. Geertsma. Hope you had hopefully this was helpful going over this homework. Take care.